The Lord is I shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I Rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepareth the table before I, in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I even. May I go dwell in the house of the Lord God Jah. Kedemawe. This is the Black Pot, aka CUDJOE, where we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral. We have taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. This is the Black Pot, aka CUDJOE, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk RASTA. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the sustenance of the family, the nourishment of the family, the entire family. That is what we do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, subject these ideas to some forensic scrutiny. We pick up the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is in the service of God and country. This is the Black Pot, aka CUDJOE, where we speak truth to power. And of course, my name once again, Blakk RASTA. We are live on YouTube, also live on Facebook. You can also find us on TikTok, also on X, formerly called Twitter, and Instagram. Please follow us. We are called Black Empire Media, and the program is called the Black Pot, aka CUDJOE, where we speak truth to power. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We are happy to do business with you. Help us grow, and we would also help your business grow. Hand go, hand come. They say one hand washes the other. This is the show everybody is talking about right now. It's the Black Pot. And this show is 100% patriotic, no politics. And I want to say thank you so much. It's highly opinionated. It's not all the time you agree with me, but in good faith, you know that we are doing it for the development of our people. Genuinely, my brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka CUDJOE, where we speak truth to power. And today, we have three very important issues to look at. First and foremost, I must apologize for the late start of the show. It was due to technical difficulties, and you know, those of you out there might have seen the difficulties we had. We started on time, had some difficulties, had to go off, come back again, difficulties, and we are back. My prayer is that this time round, we should have a smooth flow. Please help me share the broadcast so that many more people can be part of this wonderful broadcast. Again, hit on the subscription button if you haven't done that yet, and then that notification as well, so that when we are on, you'll be notified to watch us. And above all, recommend us to family and friends. This is the channel of choice. It is the headquarters of the truth. Patriotism, no two ways about that. Without much ado, let's go straight into action. Story number 1. Watch this. Woo. Franklin CUDJOE. Nana Aidoo is high on weed. Nana Aidoo. Nana Aidoo Akufo-Addo, the former president of Ghana, must be high on some weed. My brother, my sister, it looks like this is not the first time we are hearing that our former president is a big consumer of herbs. In fact, in most countries, it is people who look like me who are seen as the advocates and the major consumers and patrons of what is known as weed. Marijuana, ntampe, bekwi, vare, depending on where you come from, you might even call it marijuango. Now, the first time we heard Nana Aidoo Akufo-Addo was a silent Rasta man blazing these herbs in his little private corner was when veteran journalist Kwesi Pratt bared open the Pandora's box. He said, according to WikiLeaks, Julian Assange's WikiLeaks, he said that anytime Kwesi Pratt, went jogging and he intended to visit Nana Aidoo Akufo-Addo in his home, he didn't need to ask where Nana Aidoo Akufo-Addo was seated. He only had to trace the smell. And also, like a sniffer dog, he would also be looking out for things beyond just the smell, sometimes the smoke. You could tell exactly where Nana Aidoo Akufo-Addo was sitting because the smoke would be coming out like a chimney, blazing herbs night and day. In fact, when this matter came out, Nana Aidoo Akufo-Addo did not deny it. Kwesi Pratt was asked several times if he actually said that, and he did not deny it either. He said the onus laid on the president, in fact, at the time, to come out and tell whether it was true or not. This is a man who hardly lies. I have followed Kwesi Pratt for a very long time. He is not a man who will lie intentionally. If there is something attributed to him that's a lie, then it's not intentional. And I respect him for that. A lot of people love him as a die-hard Nkrumahis and a CPP member. My brother, my sister, that was the first time we heard about Nana Aidoo Akufo-Addo and weed smoking. His daughter was also roped in, especially when there was a car accident. And it was said that one of his daughters was involved in that car accident and weed was found in the car. It looks like it's a family of weed users. We as Rasta people are not against the use of natural herbs. We are advocates of the fight against killing of animals. We do not want any animal to be killed, so we are mostly vegan, higher than vegetarian, and we make use of so many different herbs to heal us from so many diseases, including all the other herbs that may be banned in your country. And when you read the book of Genesis, it tells us point blank that there was a kind of herb that was called mandrakes, M-A-N-D-R-A-K-E-S, mandrakes in the days of Abraham. And it was so valued, it looked like it was even more valued than gold. So it tells you that herbs can be so valuable beyond what we call value. So Nana Aidoo Akufo-Addo, does he use the weed? How does he use it? Smoke it, puff it, inhale it, drink it as tea? However it is, it looks like Franklin CUDJOE, the CEO and founder of Imani Africa, has the answers. But first and foremost, who is this gentleman here called Franklin CUDJOE? Now, this gentleman here is known in all quarters of the media in Ghana because he makes a living out of talking, just like me. He's been to the BBC, he's been to CNN, and so many other news outlets, international, where he has spoken far and wide. He calls himself a think tank. His organization, known as Imani, is one of the most respected in the country. So anytime there is something that has to be talked about in terms of thinking from the tank, they go after this guy and his deputy, one Bentel. My brother, my sister, this is Franklin CUDJOE. He was born on the 16th of February in 1976. So he's a 49-year-old dude. He went to school at St. Mary's Seminary. My brother, my sister, right there at Lolobi. Right after that, he went to Pope John. Yes, in Koforidua. He is not a little boy. In fact, he didn't end there. He went to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And me and this gentleman were in the same hall of residence, the Independence Hall. I used to encounter him time after time. And we studied the same course, Bachelor of Science degree in land economy we both hold. He was 1 year behind me. I remember there was a time he even invited me to join Imani so that we'll be able to do things together. I'm still thinking about it, my brother, my sister. He's a gentleman that is so respected in Ghana. I respect him too. And sometimes when he speaks, in fact, the weight that his speeches carry, you cannot underestimate. This is Franklin CUDJOE, 49-year-old Franklin CUDJOE. In fact, he also went to the Buckingham University and went to some other universities. In fact, Harvard, Kennedy, he was also there. This is the guy. So he's not a Nino. He knows quite much. But why is Franklin CUDJOE associating Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to weed smoking? Is it a bad thing? What is the context? Well, this is the context. This is what he posted on Facebook when Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made some utterances about his government. My brother, my sister, he said, you can all see and attest that the NDC government isn't doing well. And this is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Franklin CUDJOE wasn't happy with this. Why would the former president say the NDC government is not doing well? And he didn't take kindly to that. He responded via Facebook. He said, hey, Yesu, Lord of mercy, Anukwa, compared to where your legendary destructive economic and very, very ugly governance, you left us, for which your own vice president just admitted and begged for forgiveness. You should be wearing sackcloths and walking every week from your village to the Fraudulent Cathedral site pond to baptize against all you did against us. Don't remind us, okay? You must be on some high-grade portion. And that is where the catchphrase is. High grade is marijuana. High grade is ganja. High grade is Ntampe. With all love and respect to Samini and all Rastas, anytime you hear high grade, it is not ordinary marijuana. It is the highest level of Ntampe marijuana. That is the one called high grade. Some people call it amnesia. And some people also call it skunk. Depending on which country you come from. Franklin CUDJOE is telling us point blank that the president is not just using ordinary marijuana. He is on top of his game with high quality weed. But, my brother, my sister, these seemingly harsh words against the president of the republic, tell me, are they justified or not? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is still speaking. He thinks that he, together with President Kufuor, did so well to see this country move forward. And watch this. He says, the good works of former President Kufuor and mine will help the NPP win the 2028 general elections. And this is the former president now trying to associate with the past president, J.A. Kufuor, who a lot of people believe did a very good job while he was in office for 8 solid years. And what did Franklin CUDJOE say again to this one? Now the Imani boss said, I beg, shift to Nakufo no be your classmates. You dare the League of Do Little Men. You dare JN in back like 6 classes. Even if you go support Bawumia, please don't undermine him, please. This is what Franklin CUDJOE put out on Facebook. He thinks that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is Mr. Doolittle. In fact, he saddled the economy of Ghana with a dirty pond, which he claimed was the beginning of a certain cathedral. So many millions sank into that with no respect for the Ghanaian people. Was Franklin CUDJOE harsh? If you are a true patriot and an old dwarfish man like Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who everybody in Ghana believed was the Moses going to lead us to Canaan, and on top of the mountain, he decides to disintegrate every vision, every hope of the people, what would you say? He's decided to build a certain cathedral in honor of his God. As to what kind of God he serves, we don't know, and we don't want to know, because religion is very personal. My brother, my sister, he went all the way to Israel, prayed against the Wailing Wall, and promised his God in silence and privacy, if you make me become president, I, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, will make sure that I build you a cathedral. In fact, a home of worship. And he became president. And because of this silent prayer, he decided to build a certain cathedral. Now, the interesting thing about the cathedral was that they said initially that no public funds were going to be spent on this magnanimous, superfluous cathedral. They went out there and brought in a British, Ghanaian, Tanzanian, whatever he is, my brother, my sister, David J., a world-renowned architect and designer. And he designed the cathedral. Later, they added a few more edifices into the cathedral. So he came back, charged some more money, and he redesigned the whole thing. My brother, my sister, they sank several millions of American dollars into it. Today, there's nothing to show except a scene of destruction. Several beautiful buildings that used to be there in the colonial era till now, when this government decided to raise everything down. There's a big pond where reptiles, in fact, and amphibians have made their headquarters. It's a shame to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It's a shame to, in fact, he is a shame to weed users. Because weed users, my brother, my sister, are seen as very gentle people in a lot of communities. Weed users are seen as quiet and humble. My brother, my sister. But Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, if truly he's a member of the high-grade team, then he must be a disgrace to weed users. My brother, my sister. Now, to make it even worse, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has not accounted for the frivolous monies that he threw into this cathedral. And today, as we sit, Ghanaians are waiting patiently to see what would become of the wastage of money. Today, he's saying that he did so well. And Ghanaians are attesting to the fact that his government did so well. And for that matter, his next predecessor, I'm talking about Bawumia, who used to be his vice president, is going to fly or ride on the wings of his achievements. What do you think? Bawumia is basically going around apologizing to the people of Ghana. In fact, saying that everybody in the NPP made mistakes. And for that matter, they are all looking for forgiveness from the people of Ghana. What is your evaluation of the Nana Addo Dankwa Bawumia administration? Do you think that it did well? Can this government compare itself to what Mahama is doing right now? At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, patriotism stands tall. And to Franklin CUDJOE, thanks so much for making us know what we didn't know or what we doubted. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kokushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now, when we return, we got more. Hey yo, hey yo. Wayo. It's the Black Pot, aka Coco Showdown, where we speak truth to power. And remember to keep your comments coming in. We're going to be reading your comments pretty soon. All right? And remember to also share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this. Recommend us to family and friends. This is the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Blakk Rasta. We are live on Facebook, also live on YouTube. Please connect with us and let's do the magic. Story number 2. Watch this. ASANTEHENE angry over treatment of Igbo King at Manhyia. Now, His Royal Majesty Eze Igwe Chukudi Jude Ihinetu. That is his full name. He's lived in this country for only God knows how long. He's married to a Ghanaian woman and he has Ghanaian Nigerian children. He's an Igbo man all the way from Nigeria, and he has chosen the peacefulness of Ghana, the serenity of Ghana as his home. My brother, my sister, he came in, and according to him in 2012, some members of the Igbo community decided to select him amongst other people to be their leader in terms of their tradition. Now, he has been in the news for some time now. First, he was trying to build a kingdom. Ghanaians were angry about that. And then, now, he went all the way to Manhyia Palace and he was ignored. And it was also in the news. And then now, we are hearing about a certain yam festival that has been stopped. There was a special invitation. He and his wife, my brother, my sister, they were supposed to have it on the 21st of September, Kwame Nkrumah's birthday. Very interesting. And it was supposed to happen at the A4 Sutherland Park, as usual. My brother, my sister, what is the importance of this Yam Festival? Now, for the Igbo people, the Yam Festival is so very important because yam signifies the most important food or crop in the Igbo kingdom. My brother, my sister, any tuber, cassava, yam, cocoyam, amongst the Igbos is seen as very divine, fights against hunger, and it is so spiritual. So they celebrate the Yam Festival. My brother, my sister, just around this time, to say thank you to tradition and say thank you to the ancestors for making sure that you put in something small into the ground. You don't have a command over the rain and the vagaries of the weather, elements of the weather. All of a sudden, when it's time to dig out this, it becomes a big tuber. You can use yam to prepare so many different kinds of food. In Nigeria, they have the pounded yam, which we call fufu. They also call it fufu sometimes. You can also use it as ampesi. My brother, my sister, mfoto, and much more. So to the Igbos, the yam is the most important food crop that can fight against all kinds of malnourishment. So they don't joke with the Yam Festival. Every year, for so many years now, since 2012, His Royal Majesty, Igwe Jude Chukudi Ihinetu, has been celebrating this at the A4 Sutherland Park. A lot of Ghanaians go in there, celebrate it as well. People come from all walks of life to come and celebrate the Yam Festival. In fact, it brings a lot of tourists into the country. And when they come into the country, they spend money. When they come into the country, they do spend money on food, accommodation, entertainment, and even more. Tourism is so huge in Africa that we cannot underestimate that. But all of a sudden, the Gamanche, who is supposed to be a very good friend of Chief Inatu, and who I respect so much, and I have personal links with, I've known Gamanche long before he even became Gamanche. So when I meet him, in fact, we speak personal. He's a strong lover of reggae music, a genre that I was exposed to from a young age. This is the Gamanche. My brother, my sister, he wrote a letter to the police and said, police, this year too, it looks like the so-called Igbo King wants to have the Yam Festival. We think that is going to bring a problem, especially that Ghanaians have been demonstrating over the fact that he wants to build a certain kingdom. It is not the best for us to allow the Yam Festival to go on, no matter how much security we have. This is the letter. And when the police saw it, it made sense. And for me, it makes sense too. Already Ghanaians are demonstrating, running around and making so much noise. Some becoming so xenophobic. Anything Igbo, everything Igbo is demonic. The Igbos must go. No, we must chase the Igbos out. They are murderers, they are kidnappers, they are thieves, they are that, they are that, they are that. My brother, my sister. And now, Chief Ihinatu himself has come out to say, listen, let us hold on to the Yam Festival. Let us relax until everything is done. Now, I'm hearing that there is a certain Nigerian man, name withheld, who stood in competition with Jude Chukwudi Ihinatu when they were vying for the position of the Igbo chief or Igbo king in Ghana. And Chief Ihinatu won, even though this other Nigerian had been there long before Chief Ihinatu came to Ghana. So there is now a personal problem between the two of them. And this other Nigerian is doing everything he can to bring down all the achievements of this guy and put him in a very bad light in the eyes of Ghanaians. But whatever it is, it's internal wranglings. Let's look at the facts on the ground. Yam Festival put aside. Some Ghanaians have demonstrated. The President of the Republic himself has come out to say, hey, you know what? We are not interested in xenophobia. He and the President of Nigeria met and assured each other that their long peace, the long peace that existed between them from time immemorial, must be maintained. They shook hands and smoked a certain pipe. I can't tell you exactly what was in that pipe. Maybe it's the same high grade that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo eulogizes. My brother, my sister. Now today there is an interesting thing. There's a gentleman who comes all the way from the loins of Manhyia. He says he's a grandson of the Otumfuo. His name is Dr. Ajenim Boatin Jataba. Dr. Ajenim Boatin Jataba, that is him. He is mad and angry. In an interview with me, my brother, my sister, over the weekend, he told me how angry Otumfuo is over media reports that the Igbo King was sidelined at Manhyia. Now let's listen to him, and when we return, we're going to be talking more about this. Watch this.
Many times, my brother Blakk Rasta, ASANTEHENE is a father of all. He loves everyone. The sudden demise of our queen mother, our grandmother, our great queen mother, he invited many from the diaspora, people from Niger, Nigeria, Mosi people from Burkina, and Igbo Easy of Nigeria, the leader of the Nigeria people. So when he came and this thing happened, you know what? ASANTEHENE, this is not the first time Igbo is coming to ASANTEHENE. ASANTEHENE see him as his son. ASANTEHENE love Nigerians. ASANTEHENE love Igbos. So I'm pleading with the people who are peddling falsehood that they sack Igbo from the palace or the funeral ground. It's not true.
Has ASANTEHENE heard this? And what is he saying about it?
No, he's not pleased with what people are saying that they have sacked him. No. They did not sack. You know, sometimes, even me, I am my grandson to the golden stool. When Otumfuo is seated and people like hundreds and thousands are greeting, when I get there, I'll just bow. Because sometimes he becomes tired of shaking hands. So we allow the strangers to just come close. Nothing more, nothing less. So I will plead with the people who are talking about the Igbo that they sacked him from the Manhyia palace. It's not true. ASANTEHENE welcomes everyone, and ASANTEHENE see him as his son. ASANTEHENE see Nigerians as his brothers and sisters.
ASANTEHENE sees Nigerians as his brothers and sisters. He was the one who invited Igbo to the palace. My brother, my sister, these are the words of Dr. Ajenim Boateng Jataba. He is angry. He says ASANTEHENE is very angry about this. He says ASANTEHENE will never ever sack anybody who comes to his palace, except that the person is there to do things that are not cultural, things that tradition does not accept. This is the man. His name is Dr. Ajenim Boateng Jataba. What is the next step ASANTEHENE is going to take? Will there be an official statement? What really happened at the Manhyia Palace? Now we are also hearing reports that in fact there was a certain young man who also went there and aired his views, and he got beaten up to pulp. Photos are all over the internet. I think some of these things will finally put Manhyia in a space of intolerance. What did the young man do? We don't have too much details. It's the best thing to happen in our democracy to somebody who misbehaves, beating. Where is the police? Who beat the young man? His photos are all over the internet. His face is swollen. We haven't gone back into this so much, but what we are looking at right now is if visitors to the golden stool are turned back or are seemingly treated badly, then Manhyia is going to be seen as developing a certain new penchant of being apprehensive to visitors. I don't think that is what it is. That is why Otumfuo is so angry. And when Nana gets angry, I am sure that the right things fall in place. Will there be an official statement? What is your opinion about the Yam Festival being halted for now? For me, I think it's in the right direction because there's already so much tension. And if I were Igbo, I certainly would be saying, let's hold it down for the time being. Let the nerves calm down. Yes, all the nerves. And when the nerves calm down, we can now come out and make things happen. After all, time heals wounds. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Akufo-Addo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story, and that is a big story. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Akufo-Addo. Hey, 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 wayo.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco show man.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco show man.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now, that flag is not the flag of Uganda. It's a slip. That is the flag of Kenya. The flag of Uganda has a cockerel on it. True? This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, and we do apologize for that. Now, my brother, my sister, share the broadcast, hit on the notification button, and make sure that many more people become part of this broadcast. We have a big story coming up, but let's first and foremost look at your comments, right? Send in your comments via YouTube and also via Facebook. Now, Ali Wadu says, good evening, my boss of all bosses. Now, Ayele says, good evening, Black Rasta. Good evening, now, Ayele. Sean Street Storm says, good evening, King of the Truth. How are you doing today, and how was the Nkrumah Fest? I hope you mash up the whole place. Well, I couldn't get to perform. You know, there were so many delays left, right, and center and all that. And I just decided to leave the stage for, other people, right? So that was what happened. John Owusu-Boateng said, great program. Conscious Agbemenu also says, greetings. Ready, we ready, Black. Bring it on, my guru. Muwa fire, okay? More comments coming in. And this is Glory Johnson. And he says, thumbs up. Now Ayele says, good day, my favorite journalist. Love you now, Ayele. Benazu says, welcome. And he says, it's time. J0 Dickenzie says, welcome, master. Okay. More comments coming in from YouTube and also from Facebook. When the B says, oh, what's happening? Kelly Blacks says, what is going on today? Yes, we had some technical difficulties, and we had to take time and resolve that. Said, no sound, please. Oh, yes. We have technical difficulties, but I believe that everything has been sorted out now. Wani Boy says, welcome back, my king. Oi. Flacco Harlem TV says, for you, Black Rasta, I really don't know why you're so interested in these Nigerians. I hate that. Ghana is struggling to survive. You are here encouraging Nigerian culture. So you see, that is xenophobia. That is xenophobia. I'm here encouraging Nigerian culture. And Ghana is struggling. Is it the Nigerian culture that is making Ghana struggle? You are happy watching Nigerian movies. They are talking about their culture in their movies. That is not a threat to your culture. What is a threat to your culture is one man standing here before cameras and talking. Please, let's be careful. A few moments later, you will look at this comment and tell yourself, hey, wow, please do not hate Africans. Flacco Harlem TV says, Ghana is struggling and I'm here encouraging Nigerian culture. What is wrong with that? I am happy to represent African culture. We are all Africans. A lot of you are wearing American designer clothing. You are talking like Americans. You are singing like Americans. You sag your pants like American prisoners. That is not a threat to your culture. What is a threat to your culture is, fellow Africans, where we emanated from. Are you aware that a lot of Ghana ethnic groups originated from Nigeria. The Ewe, the Dagomba, and much more. Are you aware? In fact, Africa without Nigeria is dead. It's the most populous country in Africa. At the same time, when it comes to resources, Nigeria is one of the topmost. And again, Africa without Ghana is dead because this is the gateway to Africa. So we all need to come together. Do you understand me, brethren? It's mediocre minds who say, and the Igbo people are bad people. Nigerian people, oh, they are fraudsters. We don't like them. What were you doing in their country in the days of Shagari? What were you doing there? Ghanaians run there to go and work, to have money, a little bit of it. If you burn the bridges now, and next time you want to go there, what happens? Don't let one man or just a group of people make you hate a whole nation. It's terrible. That is the point we are making. James Adiji says, good evening, Blakk. Watching you live from Renditing Beach Resort with my maintenance crew members. Thank you so much, James. We love you. We appreciate you. Kelly Black says it's okay. Brent says, I'm a subscriber and I'm watching you from France. This is my favorite program. Brent, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And please recommend us to many more people so that they can also be part of this great family. Now, Skibo Media says, greetings, Blakk Rasta. Has there been any progress on renaming the international airport? It's a big question. In fact, I was talking about it on radio a few days back. In fact, I think that was on Thursday or so. I was talking about it. And I'm going to keep talking about it until this dirty name is taken off the airport. You are celebrating Kwame Nkrumah, but at the same time, you are celebrating his enemies. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How do you celebrate God and celebrate Satan at the same time? You cannot belong to God and belong to Satan. You cannot be a fan of Kwame Nkrumah and a fan of Kotoka. It's not possible. One blows hot, the other blows cold. You are either hot or cold. You can't be hot and cold. You must be a hypocrite. James Adeji says, apology accepted. For the first time, I projected you with my guest customers. Oh my God. Thank you so much. So customers are all over him and he has projected this and everybody is watching. My brother, I appreciate you and I thank you so much. We never disappoint. All right. Many more comments coming in, my brother, my sister, from Facebook and also from YouTube. Keep the comments coming in. Now Ayele is here and says, the truth is bitter, but it must be told. Prince Sule says, good evening, my king of truth, watching you live inside Prince Fashion House in Wa. Keep up the good work, bro. And then Benazu is smiling. Says, tell me more. Sami Okun says, good job, bro. Abubakar S. Niyama says, who is this one too? I don't know which one you're talking about. Specify. Yeah? Fuseni Zakaria Charga says, Blakk Rasta, my mentor. It's me, your boy, Sapashini, at Yili, Tamale Airport Junction. May the good Lord protect you for us. We are proud of you. Thank you so much. Tom Post says, hi, my brother. I hope all is well with you by grace. Yes. Farouk Dech says, thank you always for explaining things so clearly. It really helps me understand better. Respect, Blakk, one love. Respect, and we bless you. We appreciate you. All right. Ken Colley says, fire. Stephanie Asari says, bonsoir, Blakk Rasta. Bonsoir, Stephanie. Tuela. Flavors of the continent. Says, and what is wrong with marijuana? Even here in the States, I know doctors and lawyers who smoke weed to go to sleep at night. It's medicine. It's medicine for the soul. Depending on how you use it, it could be medicine or a drug. I agree with you. Ken Colley says thumbs up. James Mawunyo Yevu says, Wayoy, Blakk, I am in class today. Thank you so much. Ken Colley returns and says, press block. Please press block level. Okay? Asolmia Kennedy says, Wayo, my mentor, Blakk Rasta. We love you so much for the good work. May God bless and protect you to continue teaching the youth. Thank you so much. We certainly are happy about you. More comments coming in on posts. Nana Aidoo should talk for himself and leave Kufuor alone. Thomas Kudaya says, more Gumbe. Vivian Odum says, good job. Caesar Abbas says, which of the Africans? I don't understand. Francis Stunning says, Blakk Rasta, good evening, sir. Amidou Ali says, oh, more fire. Thomas Kudaya says, Blakk Rasta, wire the fire. Fire the wire. Wire, fire. Thank you so much. Dela Yesuto. Yesuto says, more fire. Gate Frederick says, I am watching the show live from Togo. And Emmanuel Brownie says, more love from me. Arimiao Karim says, are you out of your mind? Who are you referring to? Thomas Kudai says, only fools go to war unprepared. Thank you, Blakk. Well, I don't know where that comment fits, but I'll try to see where it fits. Yeah. Nuleji said, Samuel says, more fire. Arimiao Karim says, because of money. I think you should explain, come out so that we'll be able to understand you properly. Because of money. Which money? Who what? You know, it says because of money. Sarking Agama Haidara says fire, yeah. Abdul Waidu says, you are really doing a good job. I'm watching you live from Bolenga under the Wa East constituency in the Upper West region. Extend my regards to all the good people of Wa East, okay? We greet you all and we love you. We appreciate you. More comments coming in from YouTube and also from Facebook. Make sure they come in. Thomas Kudai says, a man who lives by the riverside will not allow his family to wash their hands with their saliva. More fire, Blakk. Eric A. Wilson says, my brother, what are you saying? They should not be allowed to celebrate any yam festival in Ghana. They have no ancestral land in Ghana here and my culture and any cultural heritage. Meanwhile, Ghanaians in America celebrating Damba festival. And Ghanaians leave Ghana and go to America to do Damba. They go there to celebrate other Ghanaian festivals. England, the same thing. And somebody sits in Ghana and says, don't allow other people to celebrate their culture in your country. Just think about it. Before you say things like this, think. A lot of those people saying this, they are people who have never traveled. Every year, the Ministry of Culture, Tourism, carries a lot of Ghanaians. Last 2 weeks, they were in Japan. Expo something. And they went there to dance Adoa. Celebrating Ghanaian culture in Japan. And Japanese people came out clapping, happy. Those of you who live in Japan and you are on this platform, were you there? Did you go there? My brother, my sister, let's stop this xenophobia. I will keep talking about this no matter how angry some of you get. The truth is the truth. That is where the truth is. It's bitter. You like it when I speak the truth. But when I speak a certain truth that doesn't go so well with you, then some of you say he has gone to take money. Which one of them can give me Blakk Rasta money? Which one? Do I look like a man who is interested in money? Look at my beard. People who like money, look at their beard. They always shave their beard, spray themselves and try to, but no, we let it go. We let people know that they can't, we frighten money away. Anyway, Sarki Agama Haidara says, high grade. Okay, we appreciate that. More comments from YouTube and also from Facebook. And Jose Kofi says, Blakk, you have never touched any high grade before. Don't disturb Nana for me. I hear you. ASANTEHENE says, Blakk Rasta, the NPP party simply doesn't respect Ghanaians, and that is why they have no shame and keep playing with the minds of Ghanaians. Aliu Karim says, hi Blakk, it seems Nana Aidoo and Bawumia are two parallel lines. So which government was Bawumia apologizing on behalf of? NPP is indeed confused, or maybe Bawumia did not consult him again. You are asking the same question that Franklin CUDJOE asked. Your vice president is going out, a key member of your government. A man that you brought in to help your government grow, he's going around apologizing. And you are here touting your own achievements. Oh, you did so well. And now you cannot even stand alone without bringing Kufuor around you. Me and Kufuor, we did so well. No, you were so abysmal. You were a disgrace to the people of Ghana. Oh yes, disgrace to the people of Ghana. Anwar Sadat Larry says, may Allah Almighty always guide you and protect you from any kind of negativity. Bismarck in Kansas is watching you live from Selhurst, South London. Black Rasta, I honestly think Akufo-Addo should face jail for wastage of the country's money. His administration is the most appalling of all time. I agree with you. Abubakar Osman says, Black Rasta, just a piece of advice to some of our nephews, the Ashantis, who at least opportunity will who at the least opportunity will insult us the Northerners. We go and learn their history of cross-fertilization amongst us. I try as much as possible to stay away from tribal issues. Yeah, but I think that I can deal with this in a certain way. All ethnic groups are equal. We all have different achievements. The Nzimes have a different achievement from the Ashantis, though they are both Akans. In fact, so many ethnic groups helped other ethnic groups rise to the top in the name of togetherness. Like the Dagombes and the Ashantis. Same way, the Nzimes and the Ashantis. Look at Okomfo-Anokye. He was not an Ashanti. He helped unite the Ashantis, helped found the Ashanti kingdom, and he did more. He wasn't an Ashanti. We can go on and on and on and on and on. So no ethnic group should ever look down on another. When I was growing up, there were things that I heard about other ethnic groups, and as a child, I couldn't decipher. I believed them. But today I look back on them and I say, wow. So these were the things that were said about these people. How? Why do people dislike each other like that? You want all ethnic groups in Ghana to unite. Yet, you are fighting people from Africa from coming in to help us all live together. Yet your people are also in their countries. Today, if they start chasing Ghanaians out from other countries, can you contain them? A lot of families will die because they are making money there and sending money home. Recently, the dollar went down in the face of the Ghana cedi. What happened? Ghanaians abroad refuse to send money home. They are waiting for the dollar to come up again before they start sending money. Are the Igbos not better than these Ghanaians? Are Nigerians not better than these kind of Ghanaians? Are the Igbos who have lived with us all these years not better Ghanaians than these fake Ghanaians? Think about it. It's not everybody you come from the same mother with who is a true brother. There are some true brothers you find who are not linked to you by birth. They are better than your biological brothers and sisters. True or false? I am watching you live from Libya, and this is Anwar Sadat Larry. Thank you so much. How's Libya? Is there peace there now? Okay, Tom Paul says Nana Aidoo should talk for himself and leave Kufuor alone. And, you know, it looks like we have read this message already. Yes, we have. Okay, so I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Let's take the final story, and it's very deep. Hey, story number 3. Hey, watch this. And this is big news. Tony Aidoo reveals, I don't trust anyone in the NDC except Mahama. I just got off an interview with Dr. Tony Aidoo, and he made it clear. He wants to die before 2028. I have never seen this in the politics of Ghana. Tony Aidoo granted an interview to one Senna of Radio Gold, and he made it clear that he wants to die before 2028. I couldn't understand it. So I decided to place a call to him and find out exactly why He wants to die before the 2028 election. That will see Mahama go away and his successor come in. Listen to what he told me in that interview.
Black Rasta,
Yes, sir.
that is there for every human being.
Right.
In fact, every organism dies sooner or later. It's best to be prepared to go, especially when you've lived as long as I have. And I have no qualms. Like I said in the interview, the good Lord has been good to me, and I have nothing to, how shall I say, nothing that I need from him.
Right. Right.
If he comes for me today, I'll go. If he comes for me in 10 years, I'll go. I'm just that prepared.
Are you terminally ill right now?
I'm not in good health, but I'm not terminally ill. No doctor has prognosed that I'm going to die.
Are you envisaging that you might be going anytime soon? Are you seeing signs?
That is there for everybody. Even children die. How much more a grown up like me?
Even children die. How much more grown-ups like me? Aidoo looks frail, but he's saying that it is not an off-the-chain incident. He's a 76-year-old man. He's worked as the presidential aide of this country. He was linked to J.J. Rawlings till J.J. Rawlings flew away home. In fact, he served as ambassador. In fact, he worked as the head of a certain research and advocacy unit. He's contributed his quota. He's a very learned man. In fact, he got his PhD from England, Surrey, to be very, very specific. He lived in England for some time. He came home with a head as big as the Mississippi, full of knowledge. It came to a time when Aidoo granted interviews. Interviewers found it difficult to understand him because of the potpourri of knowledge and vocabulary that he spewed with fluidity. I learned a lot from this man. He still has it. And the interesting thing about this man is that he has the brain of an elephant. He forgets nothing. Some 20 years ago, I asked him a certain question about him smoking high grade, because it was all over in the media that this man was a smoker of high grade. And I was looking for some supporters to join me so that we would advocate it and actually ask for the legalization of it for industrial use and even more. But he disappointed me. He told me, Blakk, I smoke, but I smoke cigarette. I don't smoke that thing that you and your people smoke. And I told him, I don't smoke either, but I think that it is medicinal and should be, pushed. He said, yes, I agree with you, but don't rope me in as a smoker. We laughed about it. Years later, he reminded me of this thing that I almost forgot. This is Aidoo, Dr. Aidoo, a stalwart of the NDC. Today, my brother, my sister, he says he doesn't want to live to see 2028. And in an exclusive interview with me, today, a few hours before we came online, he told me point blank, Black Rasta, I don't trust any successor of Mahama. He says anybody who is going to succeed Mahama, he doesn't trust him. He says Pio Gabra and a few other people had come to his house to seek his support to succeed Mahama. But he has denied all of them and put that on record. I don't trust any member of the NDC assistants right now to be in a good standing to succeed Mahama. Then the next question was, tell me, do you trust Mahama at all? He said, yes, of course I do. In fact, in the first tenure of Mahama, Tony Aidoo played a pivotal role in research, diplomacy, and even more. Today, Tony Aidoo says he doesn't want to live to see 2028. And I asked him, is it because you don't want to see the elections of 2028, that's why you want to die early, or because you are terminally ill? He said, I'm not terminally ill, but I am not in good health. No doctor has told me that I am going to die. But I personally don't want to live to see 2028 because I don't want to see who will succeed Mahama. I love the party. I love my country. It will break my heart to see somebody I don't trust take over the presidency. It looks like Tony Aidoo has a lot of trust for Mahama. What has Mahama done to and for Dr. Aidoo to grab so much trust, to exude so much trust in a very critical man like Dr. Tony Aidoo? He's a man who speaks his mind. But he had one word for Mahama. He said, Mr. Mahama, deal with the Galamsey issue. Tony Aidoo said to all the naysayers, he is not terminally ill, but he is not in good health. Tomorrow when you hear that he's gone, remember that these are his words. And the reason he doesn't want to live to see 2028 is that he is a man who simply just wants to live at the peak, exit at the peak, and he thinks the peak is Mahama. Mahama is here. I trust him. I do not want to lower the perspectives to a successor to this guy. He says all those who want to succeed Mahama have started knocking on his doors. And he has rejected all of them because he cannot trust them. He mentioned names, and we put out one of the names. More names are going to follow. This is an exclusive of the Blakk Pot, aka CUDJOE, where we speak truth to power. Now I also asked Tony Aidoo, what do you expect the government to do for you before you go? He said, nothing. I have everything. God has blessed me a lot. I don't need anything. I just want to quietly expire before the 2028 election. Of course, the next question is, if by 2028 the elections are coming and you are still alive, what are you going to do? Would you end it yourself? Or you would simply just say, well, this is destiny? The answer is very simple. That is my wish. Not all wishes are horses. Some are. If wishes were truly horses, beggars would ride, right? My wish is that I don't live to see 2028, especially the elections. And when I expire and go away, don't cry. I have done well for my country. I have served the nation well. And I have left at a very high point when Mahama, that I trust, was in power. I think this is a big salute for Mahama. And if I were Mahama, in fact, I will honor this man. What kind of honor is it? He says he needs no honor. Even a handshake, a hug, to say thank you so much for exuding so much trust in me. But above all, Mahama should see this and stand on it as a pedestal to achieve more for the people, to exonerate the thoughts of people like Dr. Tony Aidoo. What do you think? It's the Blakk Pot, aka CUDJOE, where we speak truth to power. We apologize one more time for the late start of the show, technical problems, and you all saw that. Thank you for hanging on, and thank you for sharing the broadcast for many more people to be part of it. Tomorrow, we have some hot breaking news. I need you to be part of this. In the interim, let's see your final comments, and we are done for the day. Okay, Emmanuel Brownie says, we know the story very well, bro. You just spoke the bitter truth. It is inner war between Igbos and Igbos, using Ghana to wage their own war. Kennedy Aidoo says, God bless Ghana, Mother Ghana. God bless Ghana King. God bless Black Empire. God bless the NDC. Alsani says Uganda. Oh yes, and he's giving us the flag of Uganda. That's the true flag of Uganda. There was a switch. Forgive us for that. Ndulwe Kelechi Jude says, man of wisdom, may God continue to bless you. True son of Mama Africa, may your days be long, sir. Ibo Kweno, Zwe Kweno. Right? We appreciate you. Many more comments coming in from YouTube and also from Facebook. Dela Yesuto says Uganda. Omenka Orenefo says Black Rasta. I am from Nigeria, Anambra State to be precise. But I do much love you with all my heart. Continue saying the truth. Thank you so much. The truth would always be the truth, my brother. Ebenezer Ando says, good job, Black. Garte Frederick says, Uganda. Duso Samuel says, wonderful program, Black. Fiagbeji Samuel. Emmanuel says, more fire. Fiagbeji. Emmanuel says, more fire. I love that name, Fiagbeji. I'll find out what that means. I love it. Maybe one of these days, I can name one of my grandsons, great-grandchildren, Fiagbeji. I love that name. Send your comments in via Facebook and also via YouTube. We are happy to interact with you. Demenya Mawewe. I like that name. This is the first time I'm coming across this. Mawewe. Wow. Demenya Mawewe. Good name. He says, good evening, Black Rasta. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you. Demenya Mawewe. Thomas Kudaya says, a clear conscience. Fear no accusations. Good job, Black. Respect, Thomas Kudaya. The conscience is so clear. Clearer than glass. Clearer than clean water. That is why when we walk and sleep, we don't turn back. We don't fear shadows lurking in the dark. Because the conscience is clear. Look, the best thing a man can have is a clear conscience. I don't go to bed thinking that I've taken somebody's money, therefore I have to. You know, everybody knows that in Ghana. Everybody knows that in Ghana. Right? We frighten money away. Right? Good day. And then Ebenezer Ando is laughing. Diamond Asari says more fire. And the love hearts are flying all over the place. Everybody is showing love. All right? Rasa Songyere Mputu says, the only Nkrumah is I know, Black Rasta. Oh, we have a lot more. Kwesi Pratt Jr. Try and find them. You love them. And many more. Yeah, they are there. They are there. Suleiman Prince says, I am from Wẽėd, but I am interested to learn more about the early Mamprose people. I believe I can only learn that on your show. You will never be disappointed. We bring you authentic African history, right? Ni Aklama 1 says, live from Pram Pram. Salute. Desu Samuel says, Black, we are all from Oyo State in Nigeria. Oh, you are. James Ike says, the Gombas of Ghana are the Igalas of Nigeria. A very powerful tribe in Nigeria. Oh, you are. Many more comments coming in. Pretty V says, let them go and celebrate it in Igbo land. Yeah, they are celebrating it there. But the small pocket that they have here, they want to do it. Like the same way we celebrate Damba in northern Ghana and still go to America and celebrate it. And some of you get the opportunity to fly to America because of some of these our local festivals. That's the same thing. It doesn't spoil anything, V. Does it? How much has he paid you to be supporting him? So you see the Ghanaian mind. You can't speak the truth anymore. I'm richer than that guy. I am richer than that guy. I'm rich upstairs. I'm rich when it comes to conscience being clear. I'm a fasting man. I don't eat. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat, fish, and all that. And I'm not running after the luxuries that everybody wants. So what am I going to do with money? No. People who know me, they know that when I have money, I give it out. So what? You bribe who? Me? Oh, please, I beg you. Francis Siagulo says, "Why you Black? Oh gosh, as for Nana Aidoo, prosperity most." Okay, well, I'm trying to understand what you are putting up there. Our nephews, the Ashantis, I think we read that as well. And then Joseph Ayombisa says, "We love you, Daddy. We love you too." Anwar Sadat Larry says, "My brother, Black Rasta, any good Nigerian from Nigeria is not originally Nigerian. It's originally what? Tell us." Pretty V says, "Oh, get out. Otunfo is not angry, Bia." Okay, so the get out, is it for me or for the man from Manhyia? Anwar Larry Sadat says, "I have seen a lot of Nigerians before." Purple Chameleon says, "Like Ghana with over 30 million people." Anwar Sadat Larry says, "Human sacrifices means nothing to them." To which people? Human sacrifices means what? Nothing to who? Let us know so that we can react properly, right? Purple Camilo said the delusion is thick with them. Raf, Black Rasta, Kwesi Pratt, etc., etc. The delusion. So we are deluded. Yabodam. Wonyo. Yabodam. Yadawasai. Moses Kibangbang says, "Good evening, Black Rasta. Good evening." And Sis Mint, smart income stream says, "Make money online." Well, says, Ja Man once said, well, it's written something I cannot read. I will try and read. But he says the meaning is, it's not the same day a leaf falls to the bottom of a river, it rots. Politics is a dirty business. Time reveals it all. Oh yes. When the leaf falls, it takes time before it rots. And when the fish is rotting up, it doesn't rot up in all places. It starts from the herd. So it takes time for things to manifest. I want to see this as gradually we'll be able to educate each other properly. The way the Americans, the British have accepted or tolerated some of us around them in their country. We should have the same spirit, unlike the South Africans who are killing us night and day. Yeah? Okay. It says, Black Chameleon, Purple Chameleon says, "Stop the delusion. There is no singular, monolithic African culture for you to be talking about." I don't understand you. You, as you are speaking about African culture, do you even have 30% of what is on you that is made in Africa? I don't know who you are referring to. I honestly don't know. I don't know. Obrimpon Porasi says, "Adena akwawe Chinese." Purple Camilo says, "Right now, Ghana with a population of around 33% has a population of 4 million Nigerians living inside Ghana. And we do not share the same cultural values. We may have the same racial identity." I still don't understand this. So what point are you making? That what? Samuel Nkrumah says, "Black Rasta, you are not really Ghanaian. You are a Nigerian, just that your family is in Ghana for a little longer." You are right. In fact, I am every country in Africa. I'm Nigerian, Tanzanian, Ugandan, Beninois, Togolese. I am African. That is why I hardly say I'm Ghanaian. I'm African. You've had my interviews, right? Okay. When we represent Africa more, my brother, my sister, it will be better for us, right? Okay. Sir William says, "God bless you, Black Rasta." Hamidu Sule says, "Salam alaikum, Black Rasta." Unwasu David says, "I'm a Nigerian and I love your show." I love you too. I love you. I truly love you. Dosu Samuel says, Blakk, we are all from Oyo State in Nigeria. Holland Benedicta, I know you. Says, more fire. Amechi, Christopher says, my respect for you. I salute you, Amechi. And Ma Jacob says, bro, well done. I always enjoy your program watching you from Nigeria. Love you. Joe DK Quiz says, Blakk, I am calling on you to suggest to the government chair to invite the Igbo chief for a conversation. From what I hear, the Igbo chief has tried several times to call government chair and he doesn't want to answer. I think it's normal. Let things calm down. They have been friends. I'm sure they can meet and resolve things. When there are tensions, just relax. Yeah, I know you can. The Ewe Celebrate Cultural Festival in Germany. Here, led by the Ewe chief of Hamburg. Did you hear that? Ewe chief in Hamburg. Do you know the history of the Germans and the Ewes? Now, after celebrating Hogbe Chochoza in Ewe land, they go all the way to Germany and some other, and even in Hamburg, they have the Ewe chief. The Germans don't have a problem. But we have a problem with a Yam festival. Oh, please, let's think. Oh. Let's think. Somebody has stooped so low that I have taken money from a poor Igbo man. I am here in my country. You are the one coming to give me money. Oh, Jesus. You are a stranger. The Bible says I should take care of the stranger. In quotes. Now the Ewe celebrate cultural festivals in Germany here, led by the Ewe chief of Hamburg, and Germans never said Ewe should leave their country. What at all is wrong with Ghanaians? And the interesting thing is, when the Ewes come out in Hamburg to celebrate their teen and they are beating the tail, Germans come out, they are dancing, they are taking photographs of them, they are joining them, and some of these Ewes, our own brothers, they see some of these wonderful people and they do business with them. But with us, human sacrifices. I mean, think. Xenophobia. Ghana has never been like that. I don't know why all of a sudden it's like that. Look, in Ghana, we have what is known as a natural hospitality. The so-called Ghanaian hospitality. We accept everybody. But when you misbehave, we would make sure that the laws take care of you. We are not xenophobic. But these days, it looks like things are changing. More comments coming in. All right. Farouk Dek says, you are right, Blakk. If you never travel, you don't understand things easy. I'm telling you the truth. That's true. Before I traveled, I thought Indians were white people. I went to England. How many Ghanaians still think Indian people are white people? Obroni oteano. Obroni nukwa China ni no. China ni ebroni. Ana India ni. Say India obroni bia oteano. They be sorry ano edede. Uko sha Indian ni ebroni. When you go to England, you go to America, you know those who are Bronies and those who are Asians. Travel and see. Holland Benedicta says, please take it when they bring the money. Which money is that? I should take it. Come and be my secretary, Holland Benedict, and be taking the money. So that when they come to hang me, I'll direct them to you that una. Ebenezer Ando says, my brother, you are speaking the truth. All those people, they never traveled before. They must travel. And they can see what is going on. And travel distance. Yes. What they are doing is called discrimination. Discriminating our own Africans. Africans, we must all come together. Africans must unite. That's what Ebenezer says. And Emmanuel Sieme, a.k.a. Black Lion the General, is watching. Rose Blemko says, we didn't know Igbo King celebrated Yam Festival. Some parts of Volta region celebrated Yam Festival too. Even in the north, they celebrate Yam Festival. Igbo King has been doing it all these years. I never even called him Igbo King. I called him Eze in his own language. I got to know him a few years back, I think 4 or 5 years back, if I'm not mistaken. And I've always loved the African culture, right? We would have invited him to come and celebrate it with us. Next time we'll invite him. Well, that's beautiful. Rose Blemko. Ogbonye me. Ogunyame. Prince Ogunyame. Prince, beautiful name. Says Blakk Rasta more fire. All right? All right. Dobby Osman says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. Please give me a WhatsApp number. I want to send you a video of one Jamaican Rasta man talking about how we, there's no need to look at each other as a different, oh yeah, okay. Well, our numbers are scrolling on the screen. It's WhatsApp numbers. You can pick up the numbers and send us whatever information you want. Emmanuel Siame says, more fire. This is Black Lion the General. More comments coming in. Okay. Purple Chameleon says, that's already 10% of our population. Purple Chameleon. So you see the point he's making? Now the number of the Igbos is increasing. And they have already taken 10% of our population. So what? Do you know the percentage of Ghanaians in Nigeria? Percentage of Ghanaians in America? Percentage of Ghanaians? You are only looking within. You are not looking without. Oh, there are so many Igbos here. You look at the population. So, but you've forgotten your own population there. Oh, bros, please. Bernard John says, good evening. This is Ras Zaga from Takrade. Blessed. Purple Chameleon says, which is enough to destabilize any population, especially. Well, that's his opinion, and we are here to educate each other. My brother, this is xenophobia. Fear of a people is called xenophobia. Phobia means fear. Xeno of a people. Emenyi says, Blakk Rasta, I want to contact you directly. So pick up the numbers and then, yeah, call us, talk to us. You talk to me directly, right? Jules Kaglu says, Blakk Rasta, you are too much. We love you. Continue. Craig says, Blakk Rasta, you are such a useless fool. Where did you... Well, okay. Hear the ASANTEHENE. Oh, did you hear the tape? Did you hear the tape that we played? Or you are just joining us? Somebody from Manhyia tells us, unless you want to tell me that this person is not from Manhyia. That's the voice we played. So let Manhyia come out and say Blakk Rasta is lying. Or you are just interested in throwing insults. Then this is not your platform, my brother. Craig says, you leave your chiefs in the north. So you see another tribalist. Tribalist. That's why they go nowhere. They have never traveled, so they don't know anything. You just, oh, Kwasia, Abua. Go to the other platforms where Abua, Kwasia are. Here we talk sense. If you don't understand it, we will explain. It's not only from me, I also learn from you. You understand? But this your style there, Dabi. Men from Mafako, other platforms are Abua, Kwasia, ma views, no. I had a can't. Moses Kibangbang says, I am proud to be part of this patriotic class. Blakk Rasta never disappoints. He only saves you with the truth. Thank you. Zainab Chambers says, Zainab Sinari Chambers, watching you from the UK. May Allah continue to bless you with the good work you are doing. I love what you are doing. Have you realized that those who live in Germany, England, America, and all, when they are commenting, they're all saying what you are saying is the truth? Because they have left their country, gone to another man's country, and the way they are being treated, they are sad that we are in Ghana treating other people like that. I pray that people would also get the chance to try and go out and see things. When they return, they'll come and give me a bouquet of flowers. When they are there, say, hey, Blakk Rasta kan and I mikra mi didi no atem basa basa. Me ko Ghana, me ko akotwa dwan. Akapo Kwame Tom says, Thomas watching you from Mefre in Côte d'Ivoire. Thank you so much, my brother. This is how rich the platform is. People from all walks of life. Rich Lip says, Ghana, a country where you have to bribe people to do their job. I lost my father at 37 hospital after paying almost 60,000 Ghana cedis in bills. His sickness even got worse when he went at 37. Oh my God. I remember when I was 37. I empathize with you, my brother. Forgive us, Ghanaians. Time is coming. We will do better. That's why this platform is here. Let's all come together, educate each other, and move towards patriotism. Ghana will be better. Insults will not help us. Sufyan Suleimana says, I'm watching you live, my godfather and prophet of patriotism. Wėėd. Thank you so much, Suleiman. We appreciate you and we love you. Oh, yes. And continue to share the program so many more people can be part of this. For some time now, YouTube has been writing to us and telling us how well this platform is doing, and it's because of you. Yesterday, I was at Nkrumah, and many people, oh, we watch this story, that story, and I was so overly excited. Keep sharing this. Please do it. Oliver Benchuba Michael says Uganda. You are right. Alusini Bangura said, good day, Blakk Rasta. I'll be very happy in my entire life and my stay in Ghana the day I will meet you in person. You are a great man that I always see you as my mentor to stand for the truth. Alusini Bangura, I am here for you. I'll be happy to embrace you. And if there's time, we can sit and eat something together. Bobby says, stop using Otu false name in your program. If you have sold your conscience for a peanut from an Igbo man, stop using Otu false name to please the Igbo man. He was shown the exit. That's it. You see, he has made his point known without really insulting anybody. That's okay. He's angry and he has made it known. I respect people like this. He said I should stop using Otu first name, but I didn't use Otu first name. It is somebody from the palace, and we have given you his name. We've put his photograph. His name is Dr. Ajenim Boatin Jataba. Contact him and say, this is what Blakk Rasta said. He even played the voice. We think it's AI. Is it true? Then we will see. Abraham Ansa says, could he be depressed, lonely? Very sad. Does he have anyone in mind to succeed? JM should visit as soon as possible. Thanks, Blakk, for the follow-up. He's talking about Dr. Tony Aidoo. You could be right. You could be right. Depression is serious. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but nothing is impossible. Ajua Anima says, if we are looking for unity, Burkina is in a better position to unify with Ghana, not Igbos who are fighting to separate Nigeria. What do they know about unity? Okay. We hear you. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. One Africa, one Ghana, one people. We love you. We appreciate you. When the whole world is thinking about coming together, Europe has come together as the European Union. Africa is talking about the AU. People are still talking tribes, tribalism, factionalism, ethnicism. Oh, Jesus, help us. This has been the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo. I'll catch you again tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. sharp. Hopefully, we shall not have technical problems. Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Come on!